Lollipop is coming, and it's the biggest redesign of Android in years. It's got an all-new look, and it's called Material Design, and it turns pixels on your screen into magic paper. It's beautiful and powerful, but it's not the whole story. There are dozens of little tweaks and tricks to discover, and at Google's headquarters in Mountain View, we got a sneak preview of a few of them from the team who built it. Here are the best new features in Android Lollipop. Setting up a new Android device is usually a pain, but there's a new Tap and Go feature where you can use NFC and Bluetooth to automatically transfer all of your settings from your old phone to your new one. For the Nexus 6, Google shamelessly borrowed a few features from Motorola. The first lets you wake the phone just by saying,
"Okay, Google, what's the weather like tomorrow?"
There's also an ambient display which lets you see notifications on your lock screen in a low power mode right as they come in.
In that state, I can read it, I can immediately dismiss it.
Yeah.
It's pretty convenient.
Yeah, you missed a call from Sundar. You should probably get him back.
I don't want to know what that's about.
Double tap to wake is also a Nexus feature now, though we only saw it work on the Nexus 9 tablet. But there are a few other lock screen tricks. Face Unlock is a lot smarter now. It works in the background when you're looking at your lock screen, so you don't have to wait for it. Plus, if you have a Bluetooth device, you can set that as a way to automatically unlock your phone. Oh, Lollipop also does a better job encrypting the device right out of the factory. Notifications are better in general too. They appear right on the lock screen where you can expand them or dismiss them. But the best new improvement is priority notifications. It's a little like Do Not Disturb on the iPhone, but it's way smarter. You can set certain apps to notify you and block the rest. It even lets you set a timer in case you're the kind of person who forgets to turn off silent mode. And if you're worried about privacy, you can set certain apps to only display redacted notifications on the lock screen, so their actual content is private. But the security features don't end there. Google's also added a thing called Guest Mode, so you can share your tablet safely with your friends. But if Guest Mode is too complicated, you can also pin apps. Once activated, you can lock Android into a single app so your kids can't get into your email. It's similar to what you can do on iOS, but it's much more intuitive. Lollipop is also better about quick settings. It's all on one pane now, and you can quickly toggle stuff and adjust your brightness, which, by the way, is way smarter about the ambient light around you. Overall, though, the main thing you'll notice is that Lollipop is brighter and just plain prettier. Even the contact cards are neat. They pick up accent colors from a photo that turn them into a perfect shade of red to match lipstick or orange to match a sweater. Some of the stuff that looks better also just works better. What you used to know as multitasking is now called Overview, where you can swipe apps away. But apps can now have multiple cards, so you can switch between an email and your inbox without closing either. Google tells us that there are 7,000 APIs for developers inside Lollipop. And there's also stuff like Project Volta, which is supposed to give battery life a major boost. There are lots of other improvements to other areas that we haven't even officially seen yet too, like Gmail, Calendar, and a messaging app. Overall, Lollipop is the biggest change to Android since Ice Cream Sandwich in 2011. It's a big deal, and we'll have a full review in the near future.